Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another 20-minute Pilates workout with me, Carla Armour. Before we start, I want you to remember that there's no pain in Pilates. So anything that feels painful or uncomfortable that will be harmful, please leave it out. I will give you modifications of different levels of the exercises that I'm doing, so you can always adjust as you go over the exercises. Okay, we'll just be doing 20 minutes, so I'm going to try to give you a little bit of everything, especially as it's Saturday, but let's just think about getting inside ourselves and really working with our breath, really deep breathing to just diffuse any of the tension that might have built up over the week, all right? Some of you may still be in your working week, so good on you to join in, and you can always watch this after. Listen to it as well so that you can incorporate certain of the concepts and the principles that I speak about into your movement whenever you are working, walking, playing, and exercising. Okay? Great. So I'm already on my mat, nice cushy mat. I've actually a couple of mats there, just make it really cushy. And I'm sitting back on my heels. If this is not available to you, you can always sit up onto your knees, kneel up onto your knees. But for now, I'm sitting back onto my heels because I really want to get a nice little stretch into the front of my shins, morning, and I want to get a stretch into the front of my feet as well. So from here, I'm going to send my fingertips really nice and long so I can feel that stretch from my fingertips all the way up to my ears, okay? Then I'm going to breathe in through my nose, and then I'm going to part my lips and just sigh the breath out. I'm breathing in through my nose. My breathing down to about a count of 6. I pause for 2 counts, and then I breathe out really slowly for 8 counts. I like to think of doing that and just having a gentle smile on my face so that my body gets the message that it's relaxing while I'm doing that and releasing any tensions and stress in my body. Beautiful. Let's go one more breath here. Stretching the fingertips away still from the neck. Beautiful. Exhaling. I'm really going to take that breath into the rib cage. As I breathe in, I want to feel my rib cage come apart. And at that point, I just take my arm up to the ceiling, one arm, holding onto my rib cage. I'm feeling the breath into my rib cage. And as I exhale, I'm going to lift into my belly, really pull up and reach over to the side and get a nice side stretch. I'm exhaling. I'm drawing my belly in, feeling the support for my spine. I'm going to pause there and take an inhale, feeling me stretching from my hip to my fingertip, and I'm going to exhale to come back up. I'm going to change arms. I'm going to inhale, feel that length and feel the ribs open up. And then as I exhale, I draw my belly in and I reach over to the side, feeling that stretch from my hip to my fingertip over to the side. I reach into that rib cage again. I direct the breath. And I exhale. Let's go one more time. Both arms going to come up. I'm going to reach forward and I'm curling my belly in, tucking my chin in. So I'm now going into a front flexion. Flexing my spine, my neck as well, and my tailbone is curled under. I inhale into the back. I'm reaching my fingertips, but my head is curled in. And then I drag my fingertips in and I lengthen through my spine as I draw my belly in and I lift my waist. I almost feel like I want to lift off my heels, so I'm really engaging into my legs and into my abs and into my arms. I'm going to inhale to lift the arms. I'm pulling in by my breastbone and I'm reaching forward to get that stretch. My chin is tucked in. My tailbone is curling in opposition to the top of my head as I reach my arms. I'm inhaling into my back. And then I'm going to drag myself back up. All the way up. Beautiful. Fantastic. We're going to come off to one side. Put your feet, your knees over to the side. Now I'm going to take my breath in, lift this arm, and reach again over. Inhaling into the side, and exhaling. I'm going to circle my body, reach it around. I'm going to take my other arm, reach it around to come to the other side. So now we're adding a circumduction to our flexion, and lift. Let's do two more. Feels so good. Reaching, and then reaching around. Really opening into the mid-back. Feeling that whole spine stretching. Any tension that's built up in that back during the week, we're just releasing it out. Let's go one more. I'm really trying to square my hips up. I'm drawing my tummy in, and I'm breathing with this, reaching it out, taking it on. Keep using your abdominals to keep you scooped into that, so you're really feeling that nice sensation. I'm going to bring my arms out. I'm going to use my body to lift me up, and I'm going to put my legs to the other side. My foot is just tucked in here underneath my other knee. I hold on to this one and I take it over. My inhale reaches over. My exhale reaches, and then reach across in the other direction. Bring my arm with me. Feel that stretch all the way into the hips. Bring yourself around to the other side. Soften that supporting elbow. Inhaling there, reaching, and exhaling to lift. Beautiful. Let's go again. Inhale. Lift it over. And breathing out, reaching out. Feel that stretch through the body, really opening through that mid-back. Feel those shoulder blades reach apart. Feel the hips stretching. Feel the whole body reaching. In opposition now, you want to really draw the tummy in to feel the spine supported as you do that. Let's go one more time. And reach, and reach. Oh, that's so delicious. On a Saturday morning, reaching, opening through your body. Feel the abdominals supporting you. Feel the hips stretch. Feel the back, the waist, between the shoulder blades, the side of the body, and lengthening up all the way. Fantastic. Well done. So now I can scoop my legs from underneath me to come to sit on my mat. I'm in the middle of the mat, so I have some real estate behind me because I'm going to end up rolling back. I'm going to stick my feet together nice and close so I can get the insides of the feet pushed together, okay? So you feel that sensation there, waking up into the pelvic floor. So as I press my heels together, I want to think of sitting out of my sits bones, and I feel them engaged together. That's the pelvic floor. So I'm going to keep my knees a little bit apart, just so it's a little easier into the hips, so I can pull myself up all the way. Draw my rib cage down, back of my neck is long. Long, long back, strong, strong front. I'm going to inhale and curl my spine into a lengthened C curve, so my chin tucks in and my tailbone tucks in. And then I'm going to exhale to reach back, holding on to my arms for now, just because I want to get a stretch in between my shoulder blades to give me more access to a deep breath. Inhale and direct that breath into your back. And then exhale to scoop yourself. So I'm literally scooping myself over my sits bones, reaching for my feet. And then I'm going to stack from my tailbone up to the crown of my head. Long back, strong front. Inhale into your C curve. Exhale, pull into that nice half roll back. Press your feet together. Feel the sits bones. Inhale into the back. And exhale, curling up, curling up, curling up. Inhaling, lengthen through the spine. Just squeezing those feet together. Inhale into your lengthened C curve. Exhale, pull back, pressing those feet together. Inhaling into the back, feel that deep curve. That's our last one, make it count. And exhale, reaching up, reaching up, reaching up. And lengthen up through the body. Beautiful. This time, we're going to go all the way down. Inhale. Exhale, reaching up. If you need to hold onto your legs, fine. You're going to slide the feet in a little bit and then go ahead and reach down through the body. Once we're down, we want to consider that the belly is flat. The hips are nice and long. So again, long from the tail to the crown. Thinking about the long spine. Fingertips are reaching down. I've now taken my feet hip distance apart. So they're just in line with my hip joints. They're not too far. And you don't want to have your knees rolling in because it affects your hip placement and your alignment. Okay, so you want to have the feet hip distance apart. So it's in line, heel in line with your sits bones right here. So I could get like a fist size in between my legs if I wanted to also measure that. Okay, good. So from there, we're going to take the arms up to the ceiling. And we're going to bring those arms behind us and make sure we don't let the ribs pop up. We want to keep the rib cage down. Beautiful. We're going to bring the arms up, head, neck, and shoulders are going to come up. As I exhale, I reach up and I feel the back stretching and I feel the tummy flat. I'm going to reach around. As I inhale, I feel the stretch into the ribs. Come down and exhale to lift. And inhale around. And exhale. Use the breath to power you. And exhale to pull. And around. We're going to reverse that. Inhale. Exhale to reach. And inhale down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Keep the arms up here for me. Good. You're going to take one leg up. The other leg is going to come up, but first I want to imprint into my spine. So I pull my belly button down and then I take my other leg up. My back stays on the mat. I'm squeezing my feet together again. My knees are over my hips. I'm going to inhale again. I'm going to exhale to press up. Exhaling into that. And inhale to come down. Reaching behind me. And exhale to lift, lift, lift. And inhale, coming down. Let's go one more here. And exhale to lift, lift, lift. And inhale to come down. Now you're going to take your arms to the sides and lengthen those legs up. If this is not available to you, you can keep your legs here. Lengthen the legs up. I'm going to take my legs over to my right, lifting my left bum cheek. But my toes stay the same length. And I'm going to make a tiny little half circle to the other side. Take my legs over. And I bring my bum back to the center. And we alternate sides. Tummy is pulled in. I inhale to the left. I exhale. And center. Opposite. Inhale. So I facilitate the length and I exhale to keep the belly flat as I go away from the body. I inhale to lengthen through as I go to the side. I exhale to deepen the connection to the abs so I can keep my lower back on. That's our corkscrew. I'll do it from this angle. I'm going to take my legs across, zipping up, one hip lifts. I'm going to reach around on the exhale. Both toes stay the same length because this hip lifts and center. Let's do one more and take it across and reach it around. Other side and center. Beautiful. And reach it around. We have one more to go. To even out the sides, you can always have your hands here. Reaching, see the toes, same length. Reach it around, center, and draw it back to center. Beautiful. And hold those legs in. Give your legs a nice little stir here. Just in case you had any tension in that back, I like to hold on to my thighs while I stir my hips. And reverse the direction of your stirring. Just feeling that nice little release into the back. Breathing with it as you do that. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Do one more stir for me while I come back to this direction. Then we're going to come into 100, which is a good one for our breathing. So I'll do that with you and make sure we really get that, hit that nail on the head for sure, okay? So the leg's going to come back to 90-90. Remember, the idea is to have your back grounded onto the mat. Imagine an electrical circuit. Once the feet are off the mat and you no longer have that grounding, you want to find it somewhere else. We're going to get into the lower back so that we can lift those legs. So therefore, it becomes open chain once you lift your legs, but then we try to close that chain with the lower back. Okay, that's my analogy anyway. All right, so from here, we're going to take those arms up. The positioning for your 100 is going to be here with your legs long. You can keep your legs high up, you can keep your legs bent, or you can take your legs lower. You want to really lift into the body nicely so you have a nice big curve when you come up. Okay, so let's come up for 100 and we're going to pump with the breathing. I'll talk you through it. Inhale and exhale to lift. We're going to pump our arms, breathing in for 5 counts and breathing out for 5 counts. Okay, we can do percussive breathing and or you can just do long, slow breaths. Choose what you want to do. It's not a problem. Okay, now the arms are pumping. I want to see those arms active
I want to feel like as if you're really warming up, like a deep furnace inside of your body, and you're stretching those legs. Inhaling into the back, feeling the back, and exhaling to hollow out the tummy as you pump. Hollow out the tummy. Inhaling into the back, and exhaling. Now we're doing 5 counts in and 5 counts out. You can pause if you want at any time. Keep lifting the chest. Keep looking for the belly button. And you're doing 10 of these cycles, right? So in for 5 and out for 5. And 10 cycles like this would give us 100, and therefore the 100. Now I like to play with my legs just to make time pass. Lower them, lift them, turn them out, point the toes, whatever you can to play with it to make the 100 pass. Let's do one more set, because I don't count very well. And exhale. Hold it there, lift higher, bring the legs up, bend the knees, and hug that down. Good. For many people, tend to get a little bit of strain in the neck, so you can go ahead and just roll the neck from side to side. Okay, and I should have pointed that out before. But what I want you to think about is we're going to do a few roll-ups. Now I'll just cue you through your roll-ups for you to understand how the body is going to work when you're coming up, okay? So we're going to take one leg back down. The back is still on the mat. The other one goes down. For our roll-ups, we're going to want to peel off the mat, yeah? So what I want you to think about when you're lifting your head up off the mat is the first thing we do is come with the arms. Now, breathing in, you want to tuck your chin in slightly so that you just stop these muscles from lifting the ribcage to your head at the end of your inhalation. So you just, at the end of your inhalation, tuck the chin in like as if you have a tomato, and then you start to lift. So when you're lifting from here, so it's not on the outside of the neck straining, it's lifting from the abdominals. And that's why you find if you do that when you're doing your sit-ups, you'll find it's much easier on the neck. So for our roll-up, we roll all the way up, and we're going to roll back down. Squeezing back down, we're engaging through those legs, and lifting up, peeling yourself up as we reach up, reaching up and over, and lengthening back down. And again, reaching up, pulling over, and lengthening back down. Let's do one more here. And reaching up, zipping up. Just flex those feet nicely. Hold on to them. You feel that stretch. Beautiful. And then let's stack our spine here all the way to the top, nice and tall. We're going to open those legs here for me. We're going to inhale into the back, fill the back with air, and into that C curve, and exhale to reach forward for our spine stretch forward. You can bend your knees here if you feel that it's too tight in the back of your legs. Otherwise, you can keep them straight. Inhaling into the back and really feeling like as if I'm lifting out of my sits bones. So I'm squeezing into my glutes and my legs. I inhale into my C curve. I exhale to reach forward. Zipping up the tummy nicely. Inhaling into the back and exhaling to lift through the spine. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale, reaching forward. Now at this point, I can hold on to my toes, hold on to my ankles, whatever you can reach. And then just go ahead and open through the chin, open through the chest, and flatten the back out as far as you can. Now notice where my neck is. My neck is not here, okay? I am lengthened through my spine, my shoulder blades are drawn down, and I'm trying to really flatten through my back. This is a big stretch also into the hamstrings, so if you want to soften the knees, you can. Lengthening through the body here. Inhale one more time, deepen that stretch, and then you're going to exhale to roll back the tailbone underneath, curl the chin under, feel that big scoop into the back, and then lift through the body nicely. Beautiful. From here, you're going to come to balance on your tailbone. So just between your tailbone and your coccyx, and we're going to try for our open leg rocker. We'll do the prep first, okay? So I'm going to balance here, and I'm going to do exactly what I just did when I was holding forward. But I'm going to take my arm and press it against my leg, and then hold on to my ankles, okay? So with that sensation of push and pull, I can lift my spine nice and high, okay? If this is not accessible to you, you can also do this like this, all right? So thinking about the lifting nice and high.
So hold that balance position there. Think of the muscles just above the pubic bone and just feel that nice balance point. Hovering there. I'm going to take a nice big breath into my body and lengthen through my body. You can try to lengthen one leg if you want, to try to get a nice stretch into that leg. And let's try the other one. I'm lengthening that leg. You can also flex it if you want. And bringing that back down. Now we can do our open leg rocker prep like this. So I'm going to breathe into my back and allow my spine to flex. Roll back. And then exhale to come back to the same position. I'm going to inhale to make the scoop into my spine. And exhaling to deepen the connection so I roll back to the top. Okay, you can do about 3 more like that. Or you can also add on your long leg version, which is the full open leg rocker. And you will do the same thing. Round into the back, inhale. And exhale to pull back up to the top. Inhale. And exhale to pull back up to the top. That was a little bit of an off one for me. I love these. And reaching back. Reach. And up. Reaching. Saturdays are always. And reaching. And rock with it. Doesn't matter if you fall over every time. The thing is that each time you do an exercise, just try to tweak it. Where did I go? I'm feeling a little bit tight on one side, so you can feel, the body's pulling to one side more. Feel it with your body as well. Feel, am I pulling to one side or not? Let's try that and see. Just a nice way to massage into the back, and just to check, what's happening with my body. Just a really nice rolling exercise. We have a few of them in Pilates. So now from here, I'm going to bring my feet back together, and then we'll come down really slowly so that I stay in this position. Bring my arms down to the mat. I'm going to lengthen through my legs, pulling my leg in. I'm going to take my left leg down towards the mat and open through the front of the leg. I'm going to take that leg across the body. I'm going to do 3 circles in each direction and circle that around and circle that around, and then let's go in the opposite direction and circle that around and circle that around and circle that around and take it all the way to the top. I'm going to lengthen that leg, zipping up my tummy and lift. And I'm going to lengthen that leg and lift. I'm going to lengthen that leg and lift. I'm going to take the other leg up and let that one down. Lengthen through that leg. Now guys, this is live. There's no editing in this video, so nobody's perfect. But so if you can't do something, just do it better the next time. You know, it's nothing to one more time this direction. Don't be so hard on yourself like, oh, let's reverse the direction. Reaching. Just thinking, how does that feel in my body today? Feels a little bit different. And lift. So sometimes you have to monitor the body, okay? Let's lengthen that leg away for 3. And lift. And for 2. And lift. And for 3. And lift. Beautiful. Both legs up together. I'm going to hug my knees in there and coming for my crisscross. I'm going to put my hands behind my head and draw my chin in, scooping into my tummy. Now notice my legs are going to be 90-90, okay? If this is difficult in the back, you're going to draw the legs in closer. Okay, good. So from here, we're going to lengthen those legs and lift the head up higher. I'm going to take my right knee in as I pull across once and center. And twice. Let's go for 6 sets. And 3. When I move my legs, let's squeeze them away. And press. And sweep it across. And keep the chest lifted. Reach. Let's go 3 more sets. Take it across. And lengthen. And take it across. And lengthen. Take it across. So 1 more set coming up. And pull it across. And pull it across. And take it to center. Lengthen up even higher, bring those knees in and reach down all the way. Beautiful. I'm going to send my feet towards the mat. Nice. I'm going to switch on into my hamstrings. Inhale. I'm going to draw my belly button in, pull my pubic bone up and roll all the way up into my bridge. I'm going to think really long into that line, just opening through here as we were just bent there. Feel the bum lifting you, feel the knees reaching over the shins, and roll through the spine, bone by bone, to come down. Just really lengthening through the back nicely. And inhale. And exhale, lengthening up.
reaching up all the way, reaching up, inhale, and lengthen back down. One more time there nicely. Inhale, pressing into that, scooping into there, feeling those glutes. Now lift those toes and press them down and press the heels. Lift the toes, press the toes down and lift the heels. Breathing into the back. One more, lift those toes, push the pubis up, send the knees over and roll through the body, bone by bone, all the way out to neutral. Fantastic. Lengthen those legs away from you. Take the arms around. Give yourself a nice stretch. Inhale to lift. Exhale to peel yourself off. Nice stretch into the back. And lifting up. Go ahead and open your legs nice and wide. Send the arms across and then just reach forward. Give yourself a nice inner thigh stretch as well. You can pull your toes in. Give yourself a nice inner thigh stretch. Breathing into the back. And exhaling to lift the spine. Let's go one more time here. Inhale, reach over. Feel that nice back stretch, inner thigh stretch, hip stretch. Keep pulling the tummy in. And lifting up beautifully. Fantastic. Take the legs together. Feet together, just like we were before when we started. Okay, so I'm down in here. I'm going to reach forward. Get a nice stretch into the back. Lifting up nicely into a nice lift here. And then back down again, reaching, feeling the hip stretch, feeling the back stretch, and then pulling back again. Take a nice breath in, nice breath out. Nice breath in and out. Reaching the arms long, feel it relax through the body. Breathing into the rib cage and breathing out. Breathing in, into the rib cage. And breathing out. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today on my Pink Ribbon Pilates. I hope you guys enjoyed that and you had some fun with me. So yeah, join me again tomorrow. I'm here every day in October. Okay, have a great weekend. See you tomorrow.